Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. This time, gonna be doing a banner pull. The Ultimecia Lost chapter just released today, and I'm gonna be attempting to get her LD weapon. I already have everything else on the banner outside her limited and Shantoto's burst. I'm gonna be pulling on with tickets, so I'm hoping I get lucky. I will probably pull until I get down to maybe around 400. Or I get the LD, whichever comes first. I'm hoping I can get pretty lucky on this banner. Got a 35 pretty quickly. That's a power stone. But the Shantoto burst banners weren't really all that great to me. Ended up doing a couple rage multis on those to get her LD. Hopefully I won't have to do that here. I really like using Ultimecia, so that's her 35. So getting her LD would be really nice, especially since it puts you at your max stacks immediately, which is one of the biggest problems with Ultimecia. It takes a little while to get her started up. And with her LD, she can do a good chunk of damage. I believe it is 100% splash when used. But it also puts her at her max stacks, which gets her plus versions of her regular skills. It's not going to have its extension, so it's not going to be 2 HP dumps like it is in JP at the moment, but it's still a nice little step up for her, and will be helpful in the challenge mission here. I believe this is considered one of the harder ones of the initial batch for the first month, simply because it's another synergy without a healer. I believe the synergy for here should be Shantoto, Ultimecia, Pain, and Squall. Ooh, a gold orb. Let's hope this is LD. Pain EX. Nice, not explicitly needed, but nice. It's a power stone, basically. So yeah, the main problem here is going to be healing. So I feel a lot of people are either going to try to take them out as fast as possible, or bring along Alex for some emergency healing. I believe this is the first challenge where all 3 characters can have an LD for it. Sorry about dogs. Currently over at friends and taking care of his dogs for the moment. Not having too much luck here with what I'm going for. I'm not sure how many HP attacks the bosses even have at this point. I think they do have one after they battery themselves. If you don't break them, they do an HP attack where they battery themselves beforehand. And I forget what else. That's the only one I really remember, because that's the one that always gave me trouble when her event originally came around. Her event I had to struggle for like a week to beat the chaos for. Okay, Squall 35. Another gold orb. Come on, LD. Come on, LD. Squall EX. Again, since I have him purple, that's another Power Stone. I have 2 out of the 3 EX on this banner now. Another Squall 35. It's kind of sad that Silver Orbs don't show up anymore. Here's another gold though. That's interesting. Come on, LD, LD, LD. Another Pain EX. Maybe I can get a dupe EX Plus out of it for an ingot. Okay. Yeah, my friend's connection isn't the greatest, so might have some trouble connecting sometimes. Alright, I've gotten 3 gold orbs and they've all been EX so far. It'll be interesting to see how people handle, not so much the chaos itself for this last chapter, but... Ooh, another gold orb, but how people handle the challenge. Okay, I officially have all the EX as dupes. I think my team is going to be Squall, Shantoto, and Ultimecia with Alex summon. Mostly because I do not have the resources to... Oh crap. To purple Pain right now. And honestly, as much as I'd like to, because she is a character I like to use, Gabronth is going to be coming up in a bit, and I want to be able to get him set up once he releases. Not even 100 tickets and I've gotten about 4 EX. Of course, if I get really lucky, I might be able to get the burst. I'm probably one of the few that has pulled on every single banner so far in burst era and not gotten a burst. Like, I'm not explicitly going out of my way for them, but I haven't lucked into them on the way to something else either, which kind of stinks. I'd like to get a bit lucky and just have one popped in my lap, but that's not the way things go sometimes. Let me do the old reset of the luck. This is the right banner. I don't think that actually does anything, but a little superstition doesn't always hurt. Honestly, the only thing that... I'm assuming when you pull, it's probably based off of some metadata going on in the background of like the timing and RNG and all that. So I'm assuming just resetting the luck probably is just changing the timing of when the pull happens to alter the numbers a bit. That's his 15. Going into the 500s now. Honestly, I've been decently lucky so far. EX themselves have gotten their rates put up, but they still aren't like super common, like compared to the 15s and 35s anyway. I do wish when you were born that the background music there didn't reset every time you pull a new orb. I'm guessing the pull sound effect, that's for 15, is probably tied in with the background music. I got 1 gold out of the 500 so far. Another 35. If anything, I've got a good chunk of power stones out of this. And I might chuck a multi or two on this if I get down to 500, just because I can probably spare 5,000 to hope I get lucky for that. Hope it doesn't come to that, but LDs don't always come cheap. I've gotten fairly lucky with getting LDs. There's another 15. I got Squall's LD within like 10 tickets. I got Garland's LD in about 100. Well, within 100. I wasn't explicitly going for his LD, I was just chucking 100 tickets to see what I would get off of it. I got Amita Italian's LD in about 3 or 4 multis, another 15. Shantoto's gave me a lot of trouble. Like I said, I put a bunch of tickets into her and didn't get any of her LD. I had gotten Alise EX and Forum EX though, which was nice. So I ended up okay at 35. I don't know why that's listed as new. I ended up doing a couple of Rage multis and got her LD twice on the second multi, which is fair enough, I guess. I did end up throwing some gems onto the banner with that, but not like it broke the bank. Oh, another gold orb. Come on, be LD, LD. Another Squall EX. Okay, I don't think I actually hit that, so I don't know why that happened. I kind of wish EX were worth a bit more outside of the regular Power Stone. Like, they're a good bit harder to come by comparatively, so I wish you could get a higher amount of resources out of turning them in than the average gold. Like, if you turn in EX, get 2 Power Stones instead of the normal 1. Another 35. Turning in one that's been plussed. That's a 15. Now gives adamantite nuggets, I believe. If you turn in a 0 out of 3, it gives you 5. One limit break gives you 10. 2 limit break gives you 15. And you get 20 for one that's purpled. Which, unless you have a burst, is not really worth doing. There's another 35. Another 35, nice, 2 golds in a row. But yeah, if you happen to get a burst, you can basically get a free ingot from selling your purple EX Plus. I would not recommend selling your EX Plus for any other reason, really. Or unless you're one of those whales that is able to just MLB purple dupes all over the place. Come on, tickets, don't fail me. That's her 15. Speaking of pain though, I wish her EX Plus did more for her. I don't remember all of the changes. I do know her EX... That's another 15. I believe it becomes a double dump of HP when at 3 out of 3. And it changes her HP Plus to basically be kind of a downgraded version of her first skill, which I honestly don't like, at least animation wise, because I really liked her dragon from the back animation she did with her HP Plus, and now it's basically just a current copy of her first skill, which I wasn't a huge fan of animation-wise to begin with. And she, as far as I remember, she just didn't really get too much additional to help her in this era. I've heard some people talk about it as if she's still got a Cosmos era upgrade in very, very late Chaos. What she does get is decent-ish, but it's not really anything worth going after unless you really like her. Which is a shame, because in Cosmos era, she was really good. And even into the beginning of Chaos, she was pretty useful with her debuffs and everything. That's her 35, okay. Looks like the game's not wanting to give me the LD tickets right now. I'll go to 500, and then I'll do a single multi. If that doesn't get me anything, I'll go about 50 to 100 more and do another. And that's probably where I'll end it, because Oh, I really wanted her LD, mostly because I don't want to try to pull for it later when she gets her burst. And I really like using her, but I don't want to sink too much resources now either. Let's do a multi with a gold orb. Maybe this will be LD. And I already lost count. I didn't start counting at all. That's great. Now it's Squall EX. Do another. I'll do another 50. This could be a fairly long video. I know with the LD at least it would make the challenge mission a fair bit easier. I could probably manage it without it, hopefully. But I really don't want to. Honestly, the length of the videos is why I stopped doing ticket pull videos for a while. Because if I got unlucky like this, it'd end up going for a while. And I'm kind of a stubborn mule when it comes to pulls like this. I'm surprised my I'm not filling up on items right now. Because I haven't upgraded my bag all the way. And the 400s are not treating me well. Come on, give me a gold. There we go. Not the one I wanted, but it's a gold. I wonder if they're just gonna get rid of bronzes at some point in the game. Because they honestly don't really serve any purpose but to be fodder. Which silver now serves that purpose, essentially. 15. Because in just about every event in Lost Chapter now, they give you the 15 with them. So you at least start with 1 gold. And I'm not sure if this is going to be a thing going forward in Japan, but Japan's release of Aranea came with a chocobo board that had her 35 on it. So it's possible that might be a thing going forward for them, which would be interesting. Just not have to deal with pulling for those at all. But I'm not completely sure. Would definitely be interesting, especially since on the Japan side of things, 15, they seem to be slowing down on character releases in general. Mostly releasing limited weapons. Give another try. It's another gold orb. Maybe we'll go lightning. Who knows? Anyway, I'm not looking for lightning. I just want LD. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pain EX again. You're giving me pain, hun. You're giving me pain. Last 50 tickets. A 15. This might just be my first missed LD. I'd really rather it not be, but who knows? Every gold orb's been an EX. I'm not even like those people who's like, hey, I spent 800 tickets and didn't get any LDs, but I got like 5 bursts. There'll be some weird luck, but not how it goes for me, I guess. And that's partially why I've been hoarding another 15 my gems a lot, because I just wanted to make sure I can go to pity for the ones I do want. Yeah, I gotta sell some stuff now. Not enhance. I'll just sell off my golds here. Yes, I'm selling EX dupes. I don't have the resources to build up dupes for the purpose of getting like ingots and stuff. It's just not feasible. See if I can sell about 60 things. And go back to the banner, pull those last like 29 tickets. really sucks when banner goes like this. Like, you get lucky in some ways, like you get a bunch of EX in the server, but the one thing you really want from the banner just refuses to show up. Come on, be an LD. Be an LD, please. No. And of course that's my phone telling me my file's getting too large. So I'm going to be bringing this to an end soon. Because these files end up being gigantic for some weird reason. And well, 15. And I've barely got any real room on this phone data, memory-wise to begin with. It's about 32 gigs, and a lot of it's just taken up by onboard phone stuff, which is annoying. Like when you get a phone and it's like, oh, it's 32 gigs, but like 26 gigs of that is just immediately taken up by the stuff the phone needs to do. Come on, LD, 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 LD. Yes! I got it! I sounded exasperated there. Okay. I thought I'd have to chase this off camera or something. It took a lot of resources to get here, but I got the LD. That makes me happy. It would be great now when she releases with her burst, I can pull on the other banner for that, because when they do come back, some of them do a 2 LD thing where one character has an LD on there while the burst character is on a different banner with their LD as well. Like the burst is on the both banners, but the LD for each character is on a separate. So having this now means if I want to pull for Ultimecia burst later, I can safely pull on the other banner without needing to pull on 2 separate banners for 2 separate LDs. But I'm so thankful to have gotten this now. This helps her so much. And I saved some tickets, which makes me happy, and I should be able to get back most of what I spent gem-wise within a week or so, so that's good, especially since I'm not going to be pulling on the next character. I probably won't be able to do that challenge, but it's bound to happen. Unless you have a gigantic roster, you're not going to be able to do every challenge, at least not for the time being. But thank you for anyone who actually made it through to this part of the video. It was quite a long video, and I'm kind of rambling on now, but I'm gonna let this one go, and I'm gonna start getting ready for the Chaos run, which I should be including her in. And we'll see how it goes from there. Alright everyone, good luck on anyone else drawn on here, and hope you have good luck. At least better luck than me. And good luck for anyone attempting the Chaos and the challenge. Again, from what I heard, they can be a bit of a problem because of the no healer thing with the synergy, but see ya everyone.